Election day is on Tuesday. Will the House stay Republican? Will it go Democrat? And who's going to win that seat between Ted Cruz and Beto O'Rourke? Hey, everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. I invite you to tune in to KFYO election night coverage beginning at 7 p.m. Central Time, and we'll be going until we know something, which might be 11 o'clock, it might be midnight, who knows, but we'll be on the air for quite a long time, and you can listen online at KFYO.com and with your KFYO app. So, of course, everyone wants to know, is the House going to go Republican? Will it stay Republican, or will it go towards the Democrats? It's all about turnout, which is, not something great, insightful thing that I'm telling you. It's what everyone is saying. There are so many people voting in this election. In fact, here in Lubbock County, over 66,000 people have already voted in this midterm election. That's up from 2014, the last midterm election, when, less than 66,000 people voted total. What we may see in the state of Texas is 8 million people turn out to vote, and maybe higher than that, 8 million people. It's going to be a lot of people who turn out to vote on Election Day in Texas and throughout the United States. History is not on the side for the Republicans. Usually the party in the White House loses about 34 seats when it comes to Congress. I don't think Republicans are going to lose that much. If Republicans fail to hold on to the House, I believe they will only lose the House by about 3 to 5 seats. I think if the Democrats, who should win the House, considering history is on their side and intensity is on their side, if the Democrats take the House, it'll only be by about 3 to 5 votes, not necessarily a blue wave, but I also think there's a very, very good chance that Republicans actually keep the House. I think that you're going to see a red wave and a blue wave. I think that a lot of people are ticked off and a lot of people are voting. Do not count out the possibility that the House stays Republican. They're going to lose some seats, absolutely. They're going to hold, if Republicans hold on to the House, it's going to be by a smaller majority. But I do think there's actually a very good chance that Republicans hold on to the House. The polls in the last few elections have been quirky. They've missed it, and I think they could be doing the same thing in this election as well. So what about that U.S. Senate seat up for grabs? U.S. Senator Ted Cruz running for re-election. He's facing his Democratic challenger, Representative Beto O'Rourke. O'Rourke has run a fantastic campaign. Make no mistake about it. O'Rourke has come out. He's run a very good campaign. He has visited every single county. He's a likable candidate. He is somebody who the left has embraced, who even moderates have embraced for kind of some odd reason. He seems hip and cool, and he has a personality that people tend to gravitate towards. There's a reason why on my radio show I've called him the Texas Obama. It's because people are attracted to his personality. They may not know his politics. They may not know everything that he stands for, but they like his personality, and that goes a long way in an election. Over the weekend, I have visited with many, many people, even on the Republican side, who believe, it's possible Ted Cruz could lose this seat. It depends on turnout. If Republicans stay home, if Republicans don't get out and vote on Election Day, there's a very real possibility that Ted Cruz loses to Beto O'Rourke. I tend to believe that Ted Cruz is going to win the seat. He's going to win re-election, but that it may only be by about 6 to 8 percentage points, maybe less than that, actually. It's going to be a big, big race, and a lot of people who are going to turn out to vote, and it's going to if you want Ted Cruz to be reelected, you got to make sure you get out and vote. Republicans are maybe sitting on the sideline a little bit too much, think that this race is a done deal. It's in the bag. It's not. I'm telling you this right now. I have visited with numerous Republican officials, numerous people who are watching this campaign and watching this race, and they are worried about it. They know that Beto O'Rourke has done a very good job, and they fault the Ted Cruz campaign for not doing a better job early on in this race and for maybe being a little bit arrogant and maybe underestimating Beto O'Rourke. I think that happened for a lot of people who underestimated the appeal of Beto O'Rourke. So we'll see what happens on election night. I still believe Ted Cruz wins re-election, and I do think there's a very good possibility that the U.S. House stays in Republican control. And yes, I do think Republicans will win seats in the U.S. Senate. What do you think? Let me know your election predictions in the comments section below. Have a great day, and tune in to KFYO election night coverage from 7 p.m. until at least 11 p.m. on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO.